come from different places, different paths, different spaces, bringing so many questions, bringing our pain. We come from different families. Each of us has a story. Stumbling into the light, I see people like you and me. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left to fear, 'cause we're home in this room. In this room, we value complete acceptance of who we are. In this room, we walk towards complete forgiveness. In this room, we learn. The learning never ends. And we can choose anytime we want to begin again. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left to fear, 'cause we're home in this room. In this room, there's gold dust in the air. In this room, possibilities everywhere. In this room we stand when our hearts are torn. In this room, a new way of being together is being born. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left to fear, 'cause we're home in this room. In this room, we open our hearts. In this room, we grow together. In this room, we accept one another. In this room, and we learn to love in this room. come from different places, different paths, different spaces, bringing so many questions, bringing our pain. We come from different families. Each of us has a story. Stumbling into the light, I see people like you and me. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left to fear, 'cause we're home in this room. In this room, we value complete acceptance of who we are. In this room, we walk towards complete forgiveness. In this room, we learn. The learning never ends. And we can choose anytime we want to begin again. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left to fear, 'cause we're home in this room. In this room, there's gold dust in the air. In this room, possibility everywhere. In this room we stand when our hearts are torn. In this room, a new way of being together is being born. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left to fear, 'cause we're home in this room. In this room, we open our hearts. In this room, we grow together. In this room, different places, different paths, different spaces, bringing so many questions, bringing our pain. We come from different families. Each of us has a story. Stumbling into the light, I see people like you and me. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left to fear, 'cause we're home in this room. In this room, we value complete acceptance of who we are. In this room, we walk.
Good morning. Good morning, people in live stream land. and any of you in live stream land that learned about us yesterday at the Peace and Wellness Festival and actually logged in like you said you were gonna, welcome especially to you. Welcome to everybody here in the room. All right, so we're going to get started with our first community song. Vaughn, I think this one starts off really low, so it's going to need to be leveled up. But any of you that go way back to the women's festivals, especially the Michigan Women's Festival, you will remember this one. It's a great, fun song by Chris Williamson, Song of the Soul. Now we got it.
Open mine eyes that I may see
Glimpses of truth thou hast for me. Open mine eyes, illumine me. Spirit divine. And now it all changes. From my life I am crying, I am not dying, I am dancing, dancing along soul, and we'll sing this song. Why don't you sing along? We can sing for a long, long time. Why don't you sing this song? Why don't you sing along? And we can sing for a long, long time. What do you think for your living? Are you forgiving, giving shelter? Follow your heart, love will find you, truth will unbind you. Sing out the song of the soul, and we'll sing this song. Why don't you sing along? We can sing for a long, long time. Why don't you sing this song? Why don't you sing along? We can sing for a long, long time. Here you go, Mindy. Come to your life like a warrior. Nothing will bore you. You can be happy. And in the light it will heal you. And you can feel you. Sing out the song of the soul, and we'll sing this song. Why don't you sing along? And we can sing for a long, long time. Why don't you sing this song? Why don't you sing along? And we can sing for a long, long time. Back to the first verse. Love of my life, I am crying. I am not dying. I am dancing, dancing along in the madness. There is no sadness, only a song of the soul, and we'll sing this song. Why don't you sing along? We can sing for a long, long time. Why don't you sing this song? Why don't you sing along? We can sing for a long, long time. And we can sing for a long, long time. All right. I'm going to turn this delightful job over to Miss Mindy, our host this morning.
Alrighty. Good morning. I'm Mindy Derrick. I'm a member and a beloved of this beloved community and your host for today. Welcome to our Sunday celebration, whether you're here in person or on with us virtually. And if you would like to share our service on your favorite social media platform, you can do that whenever it's convenient. Thank you. And if this is your first time experiencing Columbia Center for Spiritual Living, welcome. Whoever you are, whatever your spiritual path you're on, wherever you are on that spiritual path, you're welcome here. So Now let's affirm who we are and what we're about. Our vision is contributing to a world that works for everyone. We are a diverse community of belonging and growth, sharing the light and joy within ourselves and while learning to see it in others. We are a welcoming, inclusive, spiritual center where everyone can be seen and heard. We lovingly practice the principles of science of mind in the world. Here are some ways to connect with and engage in the community. We have live streams at 6 a.m. daily, and it's on called 365 Days of Richer Living, and it's readings, meditation, and prayer. And that is Eastern Standard, 6 a.m., but you can see that it's live streamed. And then just for today, eclectic readings and sharing of perspectives and meditation and prayer. That's also a live stream, and that is through Tuesday through Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard. Sleepy time meditation, and it's a reading, meditation, and prayer designed to guide you into sleep aware of your spiritual connection and our spiritual connection. It's live streamed also and nightly at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Then we have outreach ministry, also known as Columbia or Community Engagement Offerings. There is Studio 333 Collective. You gather your friends, bottles, and snacks for a great night of live music with headliners such as Clint Hardnett Project and Laura Cuisine. This will be Friday, October 7th at the Unitarian Universalist Church in Annapolis. It's located at 333 DuBois Road, Annapolis, Maryland. And it's 21401, and you can easily get to it. It's right off of North Lawrence Avenue. It's a $15 cover charge, and the doors open at 7 p.m. and the concert starts at 7:30. You can bring your own wine if you choose, and no heavy liquor. The Fall Festival at Serenity Ridge Nature Preserve is also sponsored by the Serenity Ridge Natural Burial Ground and Arboretum, and you can celebrate the beauty of autumn at Serenity Ridge Nature Preserve with a day of fun, food, and nature exploration. Saturday, October 18th, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Serenity Ridge Natural Burial Cemetery and Arboretum. And this is 2406 Ridge Road, Windsor Mill, Maryland 21244. All these things are available with links, these offerings, on our weekly newsletter and on our website events calendar. Okay, if you're aware of any local or online community events that you believe support spiritual living, please email those to the info at Columbia Center for Spiritual Living. It's actually columbiacsl.com, or you can text the information 410-750-8559. And remember, you can get all this information in detail by checking our website calendar. And that is columbiacsl.com/events. Email questions to info@columbiacsl.com or call or text 410-750-8559. And now we have service opportunities. Here, are you the missing piece? It takes us all to produce this Sunday celebration service. Specific needs that regularly could use support. Video tech team, audio tech team, welcome team, hospitality team, readers, and hosts. These are just descriptions, but there are sign-up sheets with more details over on the welcome table. And any training or guidance and support is available on any of these opportunities. Speaking of engagement, we come together on Sundays to celebrate life. So let's get started with our next community song.
All right. I'll tell you about that little project over there in a little bit. Because somebody already texted me. I love it. We're like using technology in the room because, you know, we're not supposed to talk in church. So now we just send messages. I love it. All right. So I know you know this one. Let's stand up, get some energy in the room. Here we go. Unless, of course, you have a different source. I didn't even mean for that to rhyme. God is my source. God is my power. God is. Need a little more volume, Vaughn. There we go. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God gives me everything. So I give thanks. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Love is my source, my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. Joy. Joy is my source. Joy is my source. Is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks. For all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need. Peace. Peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. Power. All right. Our community value this morning is gratitude. And everybody that went to the Peace and Wellness Festival yesterday, stand up a second. This is what gratitude looks like in a human body. Thank you. And those that helped with the whole thing remain standing. Those that actually were in service. Yeah. You were. It was a labor of love and fun and peace and wellness. And I just got to tell you, our musicians, Felicia, Gary, and Clint, were on fire. Whew. Now, this is not a judgment. This is an observation that could have been captured on film, so it's valid. Open stage, empty chairs. Felicia starts singing, and people start popping out of the rows of vendors like, who is that? And all of a sudden, we're looking for extra chairs. The same phenomena happened with Gary and Clint. Empty chairs, what? So we are so blessed. So gratitude is a thing, and we got a lot to be grateful for. So normally I do that at the end, but I just couldn't. It's a good time to tell you about that little table over there. So we invited people to bring books, and we weren't sure how we were going to handle it, whether we were going to price things or what. And the divine idea came up for a bucket, because why would we take a thimble when we're like really open to prosperity? So we put out the books, and we set out a bucket. It said, take a book, leave a donation, gave people multiple ways to donate. $471 later, whole lot of books went away. Whole lot of spiritual information is in a whole lot of new hands, and we raised $471 just putting out a bucket. I'm just saying, if we get out of the way, magic happens. So, how is gratitude showing up in your life? Oh, please.
Hi. My husband and I are professional gardeners by trade, and our first delivery came yesterday, and it was supposed to be there at 7 in the morning, and it didn't show up, and it didn't show up, but it finally, at 9 o'clock, it showed up, and everything was there, and I'm so grateful that our delivery of flowers for our clients came yesterday, and they were all exactly what we ordered.
Excellent.
Now to planting.
There you go. Who else? Gratitude.
Well, we'd be here all day if I really were to name off all the things I'm grateful for, but specifically yesterday was like the upliftment that I needed in my life. And I actually ended up making so many wonderful and beautiful connections with somebody. I met somebody yesterday that I'd never met before. He had a guitar. He goes, you know what? Let's go jam. We found a bench and just started jamming out together, and it was so amazing. And I left there just feeling like I was on high. So I'm still buzzing, but tired today. Yeah. But I am so grateful, and I'm grateful to be here again today with everybody. Yeah.
Excellent.
Like I said, I could go on forever.
I'm going to piggyback on that because I saw them get together. I saw him offer her, and I just went, there it is. And that I was grateful for. It doesn't have to be about me or for me or from me. I was appreciating everything around me.
Beautiful. Anybody else? Gratitude. Yes.
Well, I was grateful for yesterday at the festival, and particularly particularly for all the therapists there that were giving of their time and their talent. I did try a couple. The craniosacral therapy I had so much curiosity about and had a small taste of it, but it actually started to work on my right side that I'd gotten out of alignment. So didn't even realize it was there, but I thought, yes, I'm having problems over there. So, and then our own Dr. Lisa Gordon had a taste of her therapy, what is it, Touch to Heal? Okay, keep on messing up on that one. But and then talking to a lot of therapists, and there's this great lady who gives a great facial. If you want any information on that, I'll tell you gladly. It's an amazing experience. But yeah, it was a great day of sharing and giving and receiving.
Miss Deborah, I'm going to let you come this way because I'm just grateful I woke up this morning, and I'm grateful I can move, but I'm not going to push it.
Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me okay? I'm so grateful that I can just walk and move and be in my body. I'm so incredibly grateful to be able to take responsibility for my life and to know that missing the mark is what some religions call sinning. And it's definitely an archery term. And so when I miss the mark, I can go, oh, dang it. And then quickly shift into what do I need to take responsibility for? What mend do I need to make? What prayer do I need to hold for a different experience? Because truly, the only real change in behavior is, or apology or correction or mend or restitution is a change in behavior. And I really embody and embrace that. And so I'm so incredibly grateful for that this morning. So who's next?
Well, yesterday was marvelous, and for me it was preceded by Friday night because I went to a spiritual study group dinner with the Baha'i folks in Towson, and I had been invited to it a while ago and finally made it Friday night. And I was delighted with that experience. I am so grateful that I got invited and I got to go and just had a marvelous time talking to people and being there. Not my usual more wallflower self, but just really having a good time. I know, that's how it seems. So then yesterday, I went right over to the Baha'i booth because Friday night, as I was saying, hey, there's a festival tomorrow, somebody said, oh yeah, we got a booth there. So I went over to the Baha'i booth and I met Anne, who lives in that community, and she and I kind of got to go and try some of the different practitioners, the people who were volunteering to show us their healing modalities, and it was just an absolutely joyful experience for me. And last night I just came home and I was lying down in meditation, and the gratitude and the joy that went through me for my day was beyond my ability to describe it to you. And so it was.
I'm grateful to be a little bit stronger than I have been in the past as far as tolerating fear. I think I just went away for a whole week with my family of origin, and I was very anxious, and I decided to keep present for my discomfort and just try to breathe and do whatever, And I began to realize that by walking through my discomfort, rather than going into like retreat mode completely, that I'm being a stronger person, and I trust my instincts more because I am I'm not being disconnected from the feeling, and I'm not shying away from it either. So I'm just grateful for the progress, and I know that's a commitment that I made through my spiritual growth to, you know.
Okay, so we have some people online, and I want to read your gratitudes. Start with, pardon me as I'm scrolling on Facebook. Oh, gosh. Okay, Christine Fazo, grateful for all the prayers, stronger and healed from COVID, and was able to go out and eat and see a musical Into the Woods with a friend Friday. Resting up today and watching you from home. Love to you and your community. Robin says, I am grateful for all the volunteers who gave their time, talents, and treasures to create a wonderful event. And I think I got everybody. But I'll thank you online if I missed you.
Excellent. Glad to hear you're better, Chris. Chris, just so everybody knows, Chris lives in Santa Rosa, California. And this is your community too, honey. I've been knowing Chris for a few 20 minutes. All right. So I took the wheel yesterday, and kids had a blast with it. They just didn't even care what was on it. They just wanted to spin it. Had one little guy, he just sat there for like 5 minutes, just spinning and watching. And we invited folks to give us questions that can go on the wheel. Now, I didn't have time yet to fill it in, but check this question out. If you were a plant gifted to a gardener, what would your care instructions be? How awesome is that? No? Mm-mm. I just wanted to share that with you because that's about you. How would you teach people to care for you? Now we're going to see what I'm going to talk about. If love is all there is, where does evil come from? It's a perfect talk to fold into the last part of the 10th step, continuing to take personal inventory, and when we're wrong, promptly admit it. All right, so we're going to do our candle lighting ritual. I'm going to invite Zita to come as our reader. We're going to do our reading and into our meditation.
Our founder, Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes, was a dedicated study and a great synthesizer, identifying the common and connecting threads within the various religions, philosophies, and ancient wisdom teachings of the world. Science of Mind is the synthesis of Ernest Holmes' lifetime of study. Let us breathe together as we light a candle, honoring some of these faith traditions. As we light the first candle, we honor Christianity as a path of love and forgiveness. As we light the second candle, we honor Buddhism as a path of compassion and Four Noble Truths. As we light the third candle, we honor Judaism as a path of ethical living through sacred law. As we light the fourth candle, we honor Baha'i as a path of unity and peace. As we light the 5th candle, we honor Islam as a path of surrendering to the will of God as the highest calling. As we light the 6th candle, we honor Confucianism as a path of deliberate tradition. As we light the 7th candle, we honor Taoism as a path of harmony and balance. As we light the 8th candle, we honor all indigenous peoples' traditions as paths that recognize and honor spirit in all of creation. As we light the 9th candle, we honor Shintoism as a path of optimism and the inherent goodness of humanity. As we light the 10th candle, we honor Hinduism as a path of knowledge, action, and devotion. As we light the 11th candle, we honor Akan, a path that honors the divine, ancestors, and nature. As we light the 12th candle, we honor all New Thought philosophies as a path of adherence to universal spiritual principles of love and law. As we light this final candle, we honor the multiplicity and diversity within the wholeness of creation as sacred. Namaste. I wanted to add that my expression of gratitude is that I have a voice. Our reading today is Lake View by Langley Shazor. If I may be so bold, allow me to speak candidly. I am at a loss as to what friends are. Anyone who has ever been in my inner circle has tried to sabotage my life, hurt me, or walked away and left me stranded. Is this the degree of what friendship means? Is this the measure of what a friendship is? Perhaps all friends are temporary, existing only to fill a void in whatever state a person currently lives. There was a time when I was less than reputable and only looked to serve my own interest. But even in that state, I could be counted on. Still, I faltered, as we all do. I have let people down. Could you consider this my comeuppance? You reap what you sow, and there is always a harvest. I must first ration the poor work I have done before I can feast on the fruits of good labor. All things in turn, maybe? As painful as this is, it all circles back to me. I want to blame all of you for your blatant disregard for my feelings, knowing full well I have scorned others similarly. Thinking back on who I was, contemplating on who I am, determining who I want to be, it is clear that each of those phases requires growth. and there are always growing pains. So I must be the first to examine myself. Let my conduct be the example that I may continue to sow goodness, peace, charity, love. One day, there will be nothing left of a poor harvest. The famine will have subsided, generosity reciprocated. But until that time, I will sift through varying degrees of rotten in hopes of finding a small piece of nourishment. The old will pass away, leaving the new, revealing better. We will be better. And so it is.
In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. So I wait for these precious moments when I hear all that could never be said, and right here in this holy silence I find God, I find myself. So I wait for these precious moments when I hear all that could never be said, and right here in this holy silence I find God, I find God, I find
Into the silence, into this beautiful silence, I proclaim and know that there is only one mind, one law, one heart, one universal mind, the source of all goodness, the creator of us all. And I am so grateful to know, for me, for us, that I am one with the one mind, the one heart. And I'm so grateful today to be in this wonderful, loving, giving community. Whether I'm here seated in this room or online, I feel and know that we are all one in mind, heart, body. That I'm grateful for this service, for Reverend Rafe's talk to come, to have Felicia Taylor as our musician this morning, to be gifted with her song, to have everyone who has participated to make this service possible. So yes, we come together. We are glorying in the wonderful Peace Festival and Peace and Wellness Festival of yesterday, and just come together with glad hearts and know that we are blessed, that we are magnificent expressions of the divine, and we are here on purpose to bring peace to this world. And it starts with me and self-love, knowing I am enough, I have enough, and I give to those around me. So it's with a glad heart, I just bless this service, bless everyone here, knowing it is all God, it is all good. And I release this prayer knowing it is done, and so it is.
I'm so sorry. I'm getting over a cold and my throat just will not work with me. So I'm going to do my best to sing this song today. All right. When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down, like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, when darkness comes and pain is all around,
Sail on, silver girl. Sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. If you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind on a bridge over troubled water. I will lead your mind like a bridge over troubled water. I will lead your mind like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. Thank you.
I'm supposed to follow that. Okay. Whew. Goodness. Let's take a breath together. So today we're wrapping up, well, maybe do what I want you to do. There we go. So our overarching theme for the rest of the year is still first thing first. You get to decide what that is, and you get to decide how many times you change that. Right? Because I don't know about you, but the first thing today was not the first thing yesterday. It was not the first thing at noon yesterday. Right? It changes. And so today we're wrapping up step 2, a metaphysical approach to step 2, not a treatment center step 2, not a you need to stop putting substances in your body step 2. That's between you and you. Step 10 is literally the place where we learn to live spiritual principle, right? The first 9 teach us about ways to use each principle. Step 10 is really the first time where we put them all together for sustaining ourselves, for maintaining our spiritual balance, right? And it's really simple. We continue to take personal inventory. That means paying attention to how you're showing up in the world. And when we were wrong, promptly admitted it. That's it. Now, that doesn't seem like a terribly challenging thing, but it can be, right? Because oftentimes it depends on where the wrong was and the audience that we may need to go take ownership with, right? Anybody else have those moments where, yeah, I know I was wrong, but I am not apologizing to them? Because I'm sure somewhere in the mix they deserved it. Karma was just using me. Life was using me for their karma. Anybody else ever had that thought? Right? Right. It don't make us bad folks. It just makes us human with ridiculous thinking. That's all. And the reason we get to that ridiculous thinking is because we would rather do that than be uncomfortable in our growth. All right. So I just want to put this in the mix. None of you wants to be crawling around in diapers, right? But if you hadn't gone through the discomfort of learning how to walk, if you hadn't gone through the discomfort of potty training, there's where you'd be. Right? So perhaps it can be a reference point for you that discomfort's not so bad. There are benefits to growth. There are benefits. So this morning, we're not going to get into a whole lot of how-tos, but I want to take this back to the apologies that we need to do for ourselves, for our own thinking. Right? Because oftentimes we think, we continue to take personal inventory, and when we're wrong, we promptly admitted it. But that becomes about a practice of other people outside of ourselves. Right? What if you took personal inventory of your own thinking, and when you realized that your own thinking was hurting you, you made an amends to yourself? Right? Instead of, like our reading this morning, expecting other people to fix those things for you. All while we have that double standard. I love how he addressed that double standard that, I'm all like, I want to hold you all responsible, but I do this. Right? This whole thing of if love is all there is, where does evil come from? Lots of traditions define that in lots of different ways. Ultimately, it is the outpicturing of the use of consciousness as separation. It's really that simple. Because the sense of separation is the foundation for everything that we do at and to one another. The whole idea of separation gives permission for us to create a hierarchy. Can't have a hierarchy in one. Where's the different level in one? Right? Automatically, it's a level playing field. But when we go to a sense of separation, now I give myself permission to have power over, which means now there's someone in subjugation to me, and now we have invited this whole experience of evil. Because it's just a degree of how separation shows up. That's all it is. In the Jewish Kabbalah, the mystic arm of Judaism, they have this beautiful tree of life where they have, if I mispronounce this, I apologize preemptively, Sephirot or Sephirot, which are the emanations of the qualities of creation. And interestingly enough, on that tree of life, love and power are opposite each other. And what they're offering us is that these two things balance each other. And in ministerial school, we were asking this very question about evil. And I wrestled with it for 18 months. And when I studied Kabbalah, the Kabbalah, all of a sudden it made sense. Because if love and power balance one another, when they're out of balance, what shows up? Evil. Lust. Right? If there's too much on the love side, not enough on the power side, we get lust. Flip them the other way, and the power is out of balance, we get evil. And we get chaos. Right? Trying to balance the two. And so we understand that, and Ernest Holmes addressed this. Right? We don't deny its presence, but we understand that it doesn't have its own power. That evil is showing up because consciousness, we set consciousness in motion with every thought, folks. Every thought. He also says in the 1926 edition, in our human selves we create nothing. We use creation. We set consciousness in motion, after which law, the doer of creation, takes over, and it plays out however it plays out. Right? That's why we teach, don't get attached to the outcome, because you don't get to control that. We teach people to stop scripting an outcome and talk about what you want to experience. Because if you want to experience more joy in your life, that can happen in a lot of ways. And if we only want it in the way we can see it, we're our own limitation. Because the only thing your brain can give you, folks, is something from the past. Your brain is a repository of past experience. So the best you can get from memory is a repeat of something. Nothing new. Law gives us something new. Law gives us those moments that we've never had before, that sometimes strike us as profoundly ridiculous. Right? I mean, yesterday, I'm doing soundtracks for Felicia, and all of a sudden I'm tearing up, and I have no explanation as to why. And what I realized was, as impossible as it is biologically, I sat there feeling like an incredibly proud father. Now, nowhere in my brain could I have ever had that experience, because I'd never had it before, so I didn't have a reference for it. So if we just open up, we get to be amazed that, wow, that's really kind of cool, right? Evil happens because we forget who we are. Evil happens because we attribute power to other people they don't have. Right? No politician has more power than you. They have a different platform. They have a microphone turned up louder. Right? But they don't have any more power than you. And when we forget that there's one power, we become part of creating evil that we want to get rid of. And we forget that. Right? The minute we split and start the them conversation, those people, right? We are participating in some degree of this process of evil. We don't see it as that because we see evil in degrees. Right? We see it in degrees. And the degrees that we're participating in, that's not evil. It's perception, it's opinion, it's all kinds of things. Right? But it is. And it furthers it. If you're a social media person, every time you rant about what you hate, you feed it. You fertilize it. You give it free advertisement. I got 3,000 people on my Facebook page. I'm not going to put something on there that I hate, because why would I activate that in 3,000 more minds? Why would I do that? Talk about what you want. Activate that. But we're so locked into our own self-righteous hatred and our own justification of our side of the division, right, that we ignore that we're participating in the problem. It's uncomfortable. But when we're wrong, we can promptly admit it. And sometimes the best amend is to simply stop. Just stop doing it. Because here's the other thing, and I'm going to wrap up with this. Oftentimes, we keep it going by explaining to everybody that will listen why we're stopping. See, some of you know. It's like, I quit doing that because blah, 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 blah. And now we're actually doing the thing we said we stopped. Here's the thing with stopping. You just stop. You don't talk about it. You don't think about it. You just stop. My NA sponsor, who recently passed away, buried this lesson deep in me when I was busy in the I don't know how to stop. And she was like, oh, BS. She said, get up. And I said, okay. She said, start walking. And I started walking, and to the top of her lungs, she screamed, stop! And I froze. And she was like, see, you do know how to stop. We do know how to stop. What we don't know sometimes is what to do next. And so we're like toddlers that aren't redirected. You tell them to stop, and they stop. And then what do when you don't redirect them? Zip, right back to it. What are you going to do instead? When you stop, make sure you set an intention for what to do next, even if it's just promptly admitting that you're wrong. That's something new. And if you make a new mistake, so what? At least you made a new mistake. Right? A new mistake is progress. Like it or not, it is. And so, okay, I thought it was over here, and, well, nope, that part of the maze didn't work. Let me turn around, go back to work. You know, you'll figure it out, but just keep doing something new. Let's take this into prayer. In this moment, I recognize there is one power, one presence, one love, one life, one peace, one creation, one consciousness, one. And in one there can be no separation. By whatever name we know it, no one name can speak to all that it is. And so we simply accept whatever name we use as a point of reference for an infinite something that we're learning about. And as we're learning about that infinite something, we're learning about who we are, because we are that informed. And knowing that we are that informed, we must know that everything that it is available to us, is being used by us in every moment. That we lack no power, nor do we have more power than any other expression of the infinite. That we are simply portals of consciousness expressing itself. And so knowing that, I know that every correction that ever needs to be made is already available. And so we invite an awareness of simple correction on this journey of spiritual awareness. And I am grateful. I am grateful that just speaking it makes it happen. And so I know that correction is happening even as I speak. Minds are awakening, lives are transforming. And so I let go. I let go of any thought that would in any way diminish or prevent or hinder the full manifestation and experience of the word spoken. I let it all go. Ashe. Shalom. Aho. Amen. Amen. And so it is. Mm-mm. I love you. All right, Miss Mary Ann, it's back to you. Oh. My apology, I forgot to move the red tab. Here we go.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I now invite Felicia to come and set up as we move into our time of conscious giving. There are several ways to give. You can text the word give to 410-498-6175. You can mail a check to 659 Cog Court, Millersville, Maryland, 21108. You can access our giving portal on our website, columbiacsl.com/donate. Once accessed, you can give a one-time gift or set up a recurring gift. If you have any challenges, please reach out to me so I can assist you. I'd like to join, I invite you to join me in affirming our community's prosperity. I affirm that the abundance of creation is my abundance. I give freely as creation gives to me. I give through this Center for Spiritual Living to ensure its continued availability to all spiritual seekers. And thank you. Okay, please go around and receive our gifts.
So, Mary Ann,
Yeah.
have a seat. I was just going to say, in your bag.
Yes. Okay. So, this song is originally by, calm down now. The song is originally by the Five Stair Steps, but I never knew that version until I recently just happened to listen to it. I've only known this song by Dino that came out in 1993, and I just remember hearing it on the radio as a little kid, and I was like, yeah, this is it. Yeah. And then I came across it, and I was like, oh, that would be fun to do, and it's just a fun, good song and about feeling good and knowing that even though it's hard, you always have to believe it's going to get easier, because eventually it's greener on the other side. It just takes some time to get there. All right. So feel free to sing along if you know it, dance around, or you can just sit there and stare at me. I don't care. I know Mindy will be back there dancing. My usual dance crew isn't here today, so you know. There we go. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Someday, yeah, we're working together and we'll get it undone. Someday, when your head is much lighter. Someday, yeah, we'll walk in the rays in the beautiful sun. Someday, when the head is much brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child,
will get brighter. Someday, the beautiful sun. Some days when the head is much lighter. Someday, I'll walk in the rays in the beautiful sun. Someday when the world is much lighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter, brighter. One day, walk in the rays in the beautiful sun. Someday when the head is much lighter. Someday, some walking together and we'll get it undone. Someday when the world is much lighter. Oh, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. In the beautiful sun. Someday when there's much lighter. Oh, right now. Just to wait and see how things are gonna be. You just wait and see how things are gonna be. You just wait and see. Things are gonna be. You just wait and see if that's how it's gonna be. Oh, right now, right now, oh, right now, right now, right now,
Yeah. Gotta give thanks to my backup dancers too. Come on. Woo woo. All right.
If that isn't abundance and joy, I don't know what is. Let's give them another. Let's give Felicia and Heather. Okay. Let's just take a deep cleansing breath here. Let's just take it all in. Just this joy, this abundance. And this is what I know. I know that there is love in the air, there is joy, there is abundance, and in these baskets is giving, is loving, it's sharing, it's making us a stronger, more abundant, receptive, opening up, taking our bucket out into the world to receive. So we are receiving 1,000-fold, and we are getting our message of peace, wellness, and wholeness to the world and to our community, and it's good. It's God. So it's with great gratitude and joy I proclaim that this community is alive and well and growing in all directions in greater depth. So thank you, God, for letting us know it, for be it to share with one another and be there for one another in sickness and health and joy. Thank you for this love, for this joy, for this glorious, joyous music. I know it's all God, it's all good. We accept it. We are worthy of the best and more. So I release this prayer knowing it is done, and so it is. Now, if I can find my place. Let's see. Okay. Oh, it's thanking everybody. So let me just find. Okay, here we are. It is my privilege to thank those who served to make today's service happen. Our host, Mindy Derrick. Our hospitality team member, Danielle Wong. Our welcome team member, Ebony English. Yay, Ebony. Our reader, Zeta Johnson-Betts, and her beautiful returning voice. Our video and live stream team, Jesse Dabbs. Take a bow, take a bow. Our online engagement team, Deborah Ellis. She's hiding back there. Our licensed practitioner, Mary Ann Marsalek. Oh, he will thank me. Okay, I'm sorry, Rev. I took that line away from you. Laura. Oh, Laura. Thank you, Laura Service, for your prodigious work with the books. Our ushers, that's Gail. Gail, thank you. Our musician, Felicia Taylor, and Rev Ray. And our two backup performers. And everyone or anyone else that has assisted in setting up before service, and everyone that will assist in breaking down after service, very important. And thank each of you for attending. And thank you for allowing me to serve you as your practitioner of the day. I'm sorry, I'm taking on somebody else's lines, so I am done. I am complete.
Okay. So this thing it gets a little weird up here looking at all you trying to do this, so I have great compassion. So if you want prayer after service, Mary Ann will be available to pray with you. You can also submit a prayer request to prayer@columbiacsl.com. I think we're out of prayer request forms, but we can find a piece of paper if you want to fill out a prayer request. We'll make it happen over there. If you want to work with one of these licensed practitioners for some spiritual coaching, one-on-one, they set their own appointments, they set their own fees. So reach out to whoever you feel nudged to work with. Okay, our affirmation. I'm going to read it through once. I invite you just to take it in, let your body hear it, then we'll say it together. I clear away the mental clutter of false beliefs and own the spiritual truth within me. Say that together. I clear away the mental clutter of false beliefs and own the spiritual truth within me. All right, couple of reminders. We do have a visioning team. We welcome you to be on it. It is an ever-evolving thing, so some in person, some online, some both, all together. I don't know because I don't control it. Talk to Deborah if you're interested. So I know I said I would have results today, but I don't, because for the first time in maybe 30 years, I went to sleep before 10 o'clock. Because y'all wore me out. That's hard to do. So I will have it later today, the next steps. We have not reached a name. The beautiful part about this process and really living inclusivity is the list gets trimmed down, and then as people are doing this prayerful consideration, new options pop up. So we eliminated a bunch, and we added a couple. And so we're going to go through it again. This time we'll be choosing our top 5. All right. And I really encourage you to let Spirit choose through you, to take it to prayer and to let yourself be guided to the 5 that resonate most with Spirit as you. And let go of the outcome. We don't know who we are, but we're figuring it out. It's being revealed, right? Okay, yes, thank you, Dr. Lisa, for your message on the Facebook feed. The Howard County Pride that was supposed to start at noon has been postponed for 2 weeks. I took it out of these announcements, but I forgot to get it out of the announcement pre-roll and post-roll. So when you see that after service, it's not true. Just thought I'd tell you. If you're here for the first time or you're a guest revisiting us, please fill out one of our guest information cards so that we can reach out and follow up with you. Next week, our musician will be Mr. Gary. And we will start our exploration of Tradition 12, No Outside Issues. Yes.
With Gary's picture.
Okay.
Wait a minute, that's not therapy. That's what happens when you get sleep.
It really is going to be Gary.
It's not Jamie.
And I'll check in with him and see if he's in the middle of a gender name change. I don't know. It could happen. It could happen. The likelihood that he would, yeah, okay. That it would be all 3 names, probably not. But, he could do Jamie. I don't know. All right. Thank you for catching that, Felicia. Okay. And so I think...
I have one thing.
Okay, of course you do. Here.
That's why you love me. I do. So I just wanted to say a little something about the visioning. So how many people in the room have visioned? Not visualization, but visioned. Okay. So we still have some sweet spirits that might want to experience this. So I want to tell you that at the Peace and Wellness Festival yesterday, I led a visioning, and there were 10 beautiful souls in front of me. And it was, the sun hadn't come out yet, but at the end of our visioning, the sun just poured over us. And the beauty of that visioning is more than one person said to me, this is not what I thought it would be. This is not at all what I thought it would be. So I would love for you to treat yourself to have the experience of visioning. We do have 5 of us now gathering to vision for our new home for the center, right? And it's happening in Annapolis the 4th Thursday in the home of Gary and Sylvia. So you'll need to talk with... Okay, I got it. Okay, stop doing that because we had an experience. Okay, sorry. But we're safe. We're protected. We're protected. Anyway, all that being said, see me if you want to know more. And I want to lead more on Zoom, so I just need to know who wants to participate, okay? Thank you.
And yes, it is in Annapolis, and we stopped announcing the home because we found out that people are more resourceful than we gave them credit for. And some resourceful individual, just with the resident's name and area, found them, showed up at their house, thinking that we were going to support her vision of eradicating the whole concept of Santa Claus from children's consciousness. And so, yeah. Hey, God shows up in lots of ways, folks. Don't be judging. Don't be judging, because I'm sure if some of our thoughts got out there, people would be looking at us the same way y'all looking at me right now. So, all right. I'm just telling you, that's why we don't put it out there in public, because, yeah. And, hey, what an amazingly resourceful human being. Find the positive, it's there. All right. Treat and move your feet. That's your job this week. Here we go. If I want to have more love in my life, it's time to open up my heart and let it shine. Whatever it is I truly desire is mine, and when I give it fire, I gotta treat and move my feet. Gotta treat and move my feet. Nobody else gonna rescue me. Gotta treat and move my feet. If I wanna have more joy in my life, I'm gonna keep on smiling till I feel alright. The key to success is in my hands. As soon as I understand, I've gotta treat and move my feet. Gotta treat and move my feet. Nobody else gonna rescue me. I gotta treat and move my feet. If I wanna have more peace in my life, need to take time to listen to the voice inside. I know who I am and my aim is true. The only thing I've got to do, I've gotta treat and move my feet. Gotta treat and move my feet. Nobody else gonna rescue me. I gotta treat and move my feet. I'm so glad that it's up to me. I gotta treat and move my feet. I gotta treat and move my feet. Gotta treat and move my feet. Have a good week.
Living Spirit, I am grateful. Loving Spirit, I am free. So many gifts upon my table, loving kindnesses to me. Living Spirit, I am grateful, loving Spirit, for the way, for this rich, abundant living every single day. And I give thanks for the knowing. I give thanks for the way your love is overflowing every time I pray. And I thank you, God, for one good day. Living Spirit, I am grateful. Loving Spirit, I am free. So many gifts upon my table. Loving kindness says to me, Living Spirit, I am grateful. Loving Spirit, for the way, for this rich, abundant living every single day.